found in Black Lives Matter.
You just
All
compare us to
which
the
are
KKK.
anti-Christ and even terrorist organizations.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hear Me Out. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking and sharing the videos that we do. I am your boy Jerron Devereaux. Fam, that took like at least 6 seconds.
I have to digest my
This is
food.
Michaela Fountain. She's eating leftovers, and
I haven't eaten all day. When I just say, Reed, who made the greens? Did you make the greens or Reed?
Gigi.
GG.
Now, y'all, now this is a staple now. Whenever we have holidays or birthdays, Gigi makes greens.
She put her foot all up and through
Like,
it.
fam, only people I know that can make greens like that is Gigi, Ashley's mom, Ashley's mom.
You know what I'm doing?
Damn. Mom make greens that will just, you ain't gotta eat nothing else. Good.
It's fine, because I bought my own Tupperware, so I'm going to just take me some greens to go. Yeah.
Merry Christmas, by the way.
Merry Christmas.
You
It is
know,
Christmas.
It is Christmas.
Can we
time.
celebrate Christmas now?
Are you serious?
I mean, it is Christmas
upset.
time.
You just say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You said we had to wait till Thanksgiving was over. Thanksgiving is over.
We got a whole 7-foot tall tree right behind the camera.
Thanksgiving, like
No,
I said.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, nigga.
Merry Christmas, nigga.
Merry Christmas, nigga.
Thank y'all
Oh, y'all so lit.
for the views y'all gave us on the last show.
1,400.
1,400 views, man. Y'all showed
We sound
out.
real ghetto. 1,400.
1,400. You know what I'm saying?
400.
Listen, y'all must really liked it because we got on there and clown something vicious. Well, they did. They did. I was the moderator. I basically just made sure they didn't get out of line. That's
So
what
you
I
gonna
did.
lie on camera?
That's what I did. That's what I
This
did.
nigga acted more of a fool than anybody.
You know what talking about? Stir Up the Gift was a nasty song.
Talking about
Stir Up the Gift was
That
nasty.
is a clown.
Stir Up the Gift was a nasty song.
You were clowning.
That nigga boy.
You were absolutely
But thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing the video. Thank y'all for the views. We're gonna do everything we can to make sure we stay up.
Yeah.
You feel me? This is what I'm talking about, okay? Paula White is asking for these hands. Paula White is
Did
asking.
she call me a terrorist?
She called us a terrorist. She compared us to the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh, and we were Antichrist too.
Christ likeness is not found in my gender. It is not found in my culture. It is not found in my ethnicity. It is not found in KKK. It is not found in Antifa. And it is not found in Black Lives Matter. All which are anti-Christ and even terrorist organizations.
Like how?
Listen, I love the Lord. He heard my cry.
Oh my God.
You ain't gonna call me no Antichrist.
because I want my life to matter. That's stupid.
That's dumb.
And then she real life compared us to the Ku Klux Klan.
To the Ku Klux Klan. First of all, we're not out here terrorizing anybody.
Mm-hmm.
We are out here putting pressure on the government because
We want our lives to matter.
we're getting killed out here in the streets.
That's it. We want our lives to matter. That's honestly all it is. And for you to, I feel like she's trying to ride this wave of her little 15 minutes of fame because she knows it's almost over because her president finally is going to concede. Well, I don't know if he's going to give a speech, but he's finally going through the process of the transition.
Yeah.
But girl, it's over. Like, we're not even talking about the election no more. You can move on.
At this point, if you are I'm just gonna say, if you're a black person under her ministry
You're
at this
cool.
at this point,
You're cool.
I really don't have any respect for you, and I'm gonna say that on camera.
You a house nigga. I said it.
Look at the cool. This is ridiculous.
You's a house nigga.
You really
Shucking and jiving for a
because
white man.
of all the things she has said, and what makes it even more kind of like scary is that she's a leader in the church.
Mm-hmm.
And she's
Is
trying
she
to make this
independent? Who's she under? What's
I
the
don't think she's under
denomination?
I think she's
That's why
she's
that's why she up there
non-denominational.
saying all that because she ain't underneath nobody.
Here's the thing.
Let a Kojic pastor had got up there.
You
The
we can't
presiding
say
bishop is yanking you off of like they did on the Apollo. yanking you with thing.
With the cane pulling you off.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, no, she's not under anybody. So, I mean, she feel like she can say what she wants. She right up underneath Donald Trump's titty, and you know, she just feel like she cozy.
It was probably
And
one
warm.
underneath there. That's why you my brother.
Cozy by the fire.
That's why you my brother.
Come on now.
That's why you my brother.
Come on now. Now, and Paula White asking for these hands, fam.
She's real nucky if you bug right now.
She feeling herself.
She real nucky if you bug.
My grandma.
I
my
told y'all
grandma
we
was
giving her too much time. Like we should have cut her off.
She was
That's the
silent for a long
third
time
episode we done talked about Paula White. I'm sick of her.
because she's ridiculous,
Every week it's a bit, and I'm like, girl, sit down.
and it's a new level of ridiculously every week.
She said she called us Antichrist.
Antichrist, Ku Klux Klan,
and called us terrorist groups.
because all we want is to not be killed out in the streets.
I want to
I
be
don't
able.
understand.
I want to be able to sleep at night and not have to fear of police officers barging in my home
Yeah.
and shooting through my home.
Yeah.
Or not getting pulled over and not knowing how I'm gonna make it to the precinct, dead or alive. Like,
yeah. Literally, I put this on Facebook. One of my greatest fears is to get pulled over and I have my kids in the car, which has happened. I got into an accident and I was terrified because my kids were in the car and there was police coming.
you don't know. You have no idea
Yeah.
how they're feeling that day. You never know who you getting pulled over by, and it's a fear.
Right.
My fear is any man in my life that I'm close to. Every time my phone rings, I didn't used to be like this, but every time my phone rings, like a part of me thinks it's like a call of death.
Yeah.
Like and it shouldn't be like that.
And that's the way that this year has
Absolutely.
conditioned us, is to where we're scared to answer the phone. There's been so much death, so much bad news, to where now you like, if somebody's calling me, it has to be bad.
All I can say is check on your people.
Yeah.
Like if you make it a point to talk to your family that you don't talk to all the time, more than you have.
And check on the ones who are always laughing and always
Absolutely.
got a smile, because a lot of times people hide behind laughter and hide behind smiles.
Agreed.
And, you know, because they're really going through a whole lot of like
I
mental
agree.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're smiling and laughing doesn't mean you're okay.
And don't be stalking where I work, man. I got my work shirt on.
This nigga.
Give me a napkin or something.
Oh,
I don't want y'all knowing where I work.
we ain't got no napkins. They just gonna find out. It's all right. Don't stalk Kay where she work. Thanksgiving leftovers is fire.
Yeah, I don't want to eat no more though. I'm cool.
cool.
This was my last of Thanksgiving leftovers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take some of them greens home because I can eat greens all the time. But like the dressing and macaroni, cheese, and yams, I can only do that so
I
much.
feel like you're only supposed to eat Thanksgiving leftovers like the day after. If you're eating Thanksgiving leftovers two or 3 days after Thanksgiving, there's a problem.
That's where you make your casserole.
But why
No,
though? But,
or you make. Oh, you know what we should
but
do?
why?
We should do soul rolls.
She be lying.
Hey, she
Yo,
not lying.
soda-
We were hungry.
So do we, but I
That
think.
shit all up in one bowl.
Let me tell you something. Me and Ashley done got out here and got bougie. I'm okay. Whatever.
I know I have. My
Whatever.
Deltec was just saying I was bougie because I told her I don't eat no more leftovers.
Whatever. We done got out
I'll
here.
do that.
We done got out here, and this is my first time drinking coffee in a while. Because usually we have tea. Okay, we have tea. And we go on our walks on the trail.
I heard with the white folk.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure I scare your neighbors every time I come over
you
here.
probably do.
Because I'm forever blasting a ratchet song. Only reason why I didn't tonight because it's so late. But normally on a Saturday morning if I'm driving out here, I'm blasting Down for My Niggas.
Let me tell you something. I got it's some Caucasian dude that stayed in the next building over there, and every time he sees me, he tries to give me the black guy head nod.
No, sir, that's not for
I
you.
just look at him.
No, sir, your
No,
proper
you don't do
term
that.
is to nod
Yeah.
forward, not upward.
No,
Forward.
Know your place.
That is your gesture.
Know your place. Don't do that. That can be
That's
real.
you know why people they walk. They're not. That's it.
Let me
I'm not
ask
gonna say
y'all.
it on camera because I'll tell you later.
Oh Jesus! Let me ask y'all this: Why do white people do their lips like that when they? That's so annoying.
In traffic, You already don't have no lips. Unclench them. I probably can't say that on camera neither. You know what? Speaking of people with no lips, I had seen a picture of Kylie Jenner pre-operation. Sis really had like slices of paper as lips.
Listen,
they was paper thin.
You know what that tells me?
I knew she could. I know she can't whistle.
You know what that tells me? Everybody ain't ugly. We just broke.
I know that part.
We just broke.
I'm not fat. I'm just broke. I'm just broke.
Let me get some money. I'm gonna be fine out here. All right.
Cause they got surgeries for they can build you ribs like and 6 packs.
Listen.
First,
bam. I'll be out here looking like doggone. I'll be out here looking like doggone Pooch Hall.
I don't want to be skinny.
Boy.
I don't want to be skinny.
Bill.
I don't want to. I just want to shed a few. If I got this water bottle because I drink a gallon of water every day.
Come on, okay. That's what I'm talking about.
I try. Here's the thing. So I have like this I just list these goals I try to meet, and I start from the bottom, and it's celebrities, and I start with like Gabby Sadai, that's Precious, and my end goal is Jill Scott. So once I get to the Jill Scott level, I feel like I've drunk enough water for the day.
Oh my gosh! Here's the thing. I need to drink some more water.
I
usually drink like maybe 3 or 4 bottles.
A day? Yeah,
bottles a day. But after a while, water starts getting nasty.
You gotta spruce it up. You know what time you gotta spruce up my water?
What's that?
Aaron.
Yeah?
Aaron be having, you over her house, she have fancy water. She be having cucumber water.
I'm about to say, you put the cucumbers in there.
Mint water, lemon and mint water. She is bougie.
You know, Aaron, listen. I love you, fam, but Aaron,
listen. She has earned the right to be bourgeois. Okay.
Okay. Respect.
She has earned the right.
Respect.
That's not even.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
They do that in
Right there.
You said what?
They do it in the nursing home. They put some oranges in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they used to do it when I worked at Blue Cross Blue Shield too. I used to stay going down to the bottom floor to get water.
Listen, they got some. At my job, they put every now and then they'll have this big thing of water. They'll put an assortment of fruits in there, like strawberry, kiwis.
Everybody used to do that PayPal too. Like they used to have like the infused in the middle, and then it'd be like strawberry kiwi. I can't do all of that. I'm really a lemon water type of girl, and I'm cool. That's what I need.
Then there's always that one guy to be like, all we need is some vodka. Paula needs to be careful. She needs to
tread lightly,
be
fam.
Careful. And it's not like a violence thing. It's just the fact that you
stepping out. That's not kingdom talk.
And you're talking about people that have given you the majority of your money.
That part.
It's always amazing to me how people talk badly about people that have financially supported you.
Y'all gotta watch where y'all sow y'all seeds. Y'all planting the wrong seeds.
Speaking of sowing your seeds, sow that seed.
It's offering time.
It is offering time. I know it's late. Ain't no kids up, so I really didn't have to give you a disclaimer. This is a pre-recorded show, as y'all probably already know.
Because first of all, we cannot go live.
No, absolutely not. Because we talk way too reckless.
Yeah.
I wish y'all could see the unedited versions.
First of all, we would all be in Bishop's office. First and foremost.
Because y'all know Kane, oh Lord.
The Lord is still working on me.
But sow that seed. Cash App is money sign JRON2010. If you give, it'll be given back unto you. Press down, shaking together, run it over.
Amen.
That's a word for you.
That's the word. But no, seriously, y'all gotta be careful where y'all sow y'all seeds. Y'all planting the wrong seeds in the wrong foundations.
And see, here's the thing. Everybody who says that it's good ground is not necessarily good ground. That's why it's very important to have the Holy Ghost.
And do your homework.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, don't just join a church because they popular.
Do your homework. Do your research. And make sure that you have the Holy Ghost.
That part.
The Bible says that the Holy Ghost will lead you and guide you into all truth.
And all that you did for every community, including our own community. How do you take it when you hear, especially African Americans and minorities, say that they feel that President Barack didn't do enough for minorities, or didn't do enough for black people?
Black people.
What are your thoughts on that?
You know what? I understand it because when I got elected, there was so much excitement and hope. And I also think that we generally view the presidency as almost like a monarchy, in the sense of, well, once the president's there, he can just do whatever needs to get done. And if he's not doing it, then it must be because he didn't want to do it. The good news for me was that I was very confident in what I had done for black folks because I had the statistics to prove it, right? So by the time I left office, you had seen 3 million African Americans have health care that didn't have it before. You had seen the incarceration rate, the number of black folks in prison, drop for the first time in years. You had seen the juvenile correction system, 30% fewer people in there. You had seen black poverty drop to its lowest level since 1968. You had seen black businesses rise. You had seen black income go up. So I could just look at the data and I could say millions of black folks were better off at the time I left office than when I...
Let's go ahead and talk about this.
My forever president, my
Since-
forever POTUS.
President Barack Obama did an interview with the Breakfast Club. Shout out to
Charlamagne the God.
Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, Angela Yee.
Yee. We love y'all.
Breakfast Club.
We're gonna get there
Oh
one
yeah,
day.
one day.
I aspire.
If they ever get me on the Breakfast Club, I'm going to act a total fool. I promise you.
Cause I love Charlamagne. He's such a coon. But I love his candor. I love
Like,
how candid
he
he is.
keep
I
it
love
real
that he
now.
don't care.
He don't.
He don't care.
He don't care who. No respected person.
Yeah.
You can be 50 Cent or you can be Kirk Franklin. He's still gonna act his true self, and I can appreciate that.
They had T.D. Jakes on there, and
He still acts like a
Charlamagne was
fool.
still Charlamagne.
I said, "Oh God, he keep dropping f-bombs." Jesus, I was so nervous.
And the bishop right there.
I'm so nervous. I was so nervous.
Shout out to Bishop Jakes because
He
you kept
told-
it
he
you
told
kept it
Mike
real
Tyson-
cool.
He told Mike Tyson, like, I hope you don't mess up, player.
That's yeah. He was like, you ain't ever thought about cheating on your wife, Charlamagne.
Yeah. Oh.
Here go Mike Todd. Hell yeah. Okay.
Ah, Lord.
Shout out to Pastor Mike Todd.
That's Ashley's online youth pastor.
I mean,
Because Mike Todd, boy, right? Well, look.
he be spitting some gems. They be sleeping on Mike.
Hey,
You know
But-
what I feel like I want to do? I wasn't trying to be no pastor, though. But he
No.
keeps it 100.
I definitely do not want to be a pastor.
That's not. You don't feel like that's your ministry?
No.
We don't know what the Lord gonna say.
Donald Trump is slowly but surely conceding.
Yes.
He keeps trying to throw this bogus voter fraud
It's
thing out.
narrative as if
It's ridiculous.
they've already.
And it's because he was shouting at folks like, well, I'm still your president.
Yeah,
It's
he
not
was
supposed
still-
to be like that.
I'm like, nigga,
Here's
relax.
the
Something
thing.
was asked, are you going to concede?
Here's the thing, though. Like Donald, he's holding on to this presidency because he knows that he's going to jail. Like Donald gonna be sitting right next to Bill
Yo,
Cosby.
that's still sensitive. We can't. That's
Oh,
still.
we ain't talk about Bill.
That's still sensitive.
I mean, he is everyone's favorite TV father,
Okay.
but you do realize Bill is probably going to be in jail for the rest of his life.
Well,
And that's sad.
And it breaks my heart
listen.
because y'all was childish. Y'all know he was too old to be going. Y'all could have put him
Y'all
like
could have did this.
in
a
an
long time.
infirmary.
House arrest.
Y'all waited till
Something like where's he going? He's old.
y'all waited till this nigga couldn't see and is like 97 to the side. Y'all want to
Come on,
y'all
got him
trash.
in that
Y'all trash.
maximum security facility. Like
Y'all
why
trash
y'all do
for
Bill
that.
like that?
Y'all trash for that.
Doing TV's favorite father.
And I would do the same thing for R. Kelly. Like, if they waited till R. Kelly was 90-some years old, I'd be like,
Be like, yo,
It's
what's
over
the
now.
point?
right.
We don't. No, Kelly. You know that's a sensitive subject. We never talk about Kells. Okay.
It's
And know how-
a subject for everybody.
Y'all know how I feel about Robert.
You know.
Boy, Robert.
It was very hard for me. But I can't go there. So I have let it go.
I ain't there yet. Pray for me. Certain songs I can't listen to because I was like, nigga, I know you talking. I know you talking
that
about.
I have though. Is like, am I listening to a song that you're talking about little children?
Yeah, like some songs like I know your body's. I know you talking about an underage kid. I know.
Yeah.
But then some songs was like,
you remind me of my Jeep, like.
But Stepping the Label of Love is
And that's
a classic.
The Chocolate Factory CD was really nice.
It was really nice.
Honey Love.
Give me that honey love.
Hey, you know what? You probably was talking about kids in that.
Stop.
Ugh. Like,
Don't ruin, honey.
Sad.
Don't ruin 12 Play for me because 12 Play. Oh my god, that's my favorite R. Kelly CD.
I don't say nothing wrong. That nigga talking to little kids. With a little bump
He
in
was
the
a violin
ground.
in that song.
We don't know this for sure. It's all speculatory.
But Donnie.
That's the thing. He's
Donnie
going to
gonna
jail,
get
and I think honestly and true, like he's really trying to hold on to this presidency because while he's president, they can't touch him.
Yeah. So what most likely what he's gonna what he's probably gonna try to do is before he leaves office, he's gonna try to pardon himself, which is technically legal.
He can.
He can technically pardon
He
himself.
better hurry up. He only got like 2 months to do so. That pardon takes a minute.
It does now.
The process.
Why wouldn't he do that? Why wouldn't he tell that a long time ago?
Because he, in his heart of hearts, he really believed he was going to go a second time.
He did.
Which is crazy to me.
Let me tell you something. I was watching the election with a little bit of skepticism myself.
I said a couple weeks ago, like my mind is completely blown at how many votes he truly had.
Yeah.
Like, I really believe, like, in my mind, because if we are all in the same train of thought, he's a rapist, he's a liar, he's fraud, he's committed tax evasion, he's all this stuff. And in my mind, why would you want to be underneath a leadership of a man who has been proven? Like, these are not speculations. These are things that have been proven. Why would you want to be underneath a man who's done that?
It also explains why he wants to be in office, because after you deal with COVID, I mean, yes, he
Oh, you gave us $1,200.
He gassed up the racism and all. Being a president during that time, like even when Obama went for a second term, I'm like, sir, you want to do this again?
Now that I didn't.
Like,
I was grateful. I'm grateful
I
he
would have
did.
been like, thank you for the 4 years, peace. And I would have.
You know what though? I love and I hate when people always say, well, y'all praise Donald Trump like the video, like he did something for the black community, and it's like, I don't know what y'all expected out of and just like he said in the video, like, and I said this prior to even seeing this video, y'all do realize he don't make the final decision.
He don't.
Right.
Anything that he said, the government was
That's
blocking everything.
Yeah.
That he
I
was
really
trying
need y'all
do.
to like the fact y'all weren't paying attention in history, and it shows.
US
Y'all didn't pay attention in government, and it shows.
government.
Because you do, like, there's a House of Senate, there's this, there's cabinets, and that's when you do your local votes. Is how you determine, like, is it going to be ran by the Congress? Is it going to be, you know, Democratic or y'all?
But even with that, even with everything that was blocking them at the end of the 8 years, unemployment rate in the African American community
It's still low. It still was low. Like
poverty rate in the African American community had lowered significantly. So we can't sit up here and say that Obama did nothing for us,
because
which
like,
is a lie.
What do y'all? I want to know, when I hear people say this, what did y'all want from him? Like, what did y'all want him to like?
Like, this is still white America.
At the end of the day, black president or not, it's still white America.
And see,
and in their eyes, we still don't belong here. So they let him do as much as he could without doing too much.
And this is for people who try to flip that narrative and be like, well, Donald Trump, because Donald messed up on a lot of stuff too, and people will try to be like, well, he doesn't have the ultimate power, blah blah blah.
Well,
Here's why this.
Where was that same energy with Obama?
But here's why that narrative doesn't work for Donald Trump. Donald Trump had a Republican Senate and he had a Republican House of Representatives.
What do you mean? He still
Republican
still did stuff without proper permission and protocol. He passed the law.
Yeah.
I don't even want, like, I can't.
So this is
that
why
man really, like, and this is why I say y'all really have to pay attention. And I don't know why I took so much interest in U.S. government, but I did. I took U.S. government, I think, my sophomore year, and for some reason, I was more intrigued with the U.S. government than I was any other form of history. And y'all niggas just didn't pay attention. Like, and it shows. Y'all niggas literally went to the polls and was just.
This is why that particular type of education is very, 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 very important now.
I bet you they pay attention now.
Because.
But shout out to y'all.
They
Y'all
only
did
give
that.
you a semester, so you have to pay attention.
Shout out to y'all
The
though.
semester is
And
economy.
it's economy. And don't forget. And listen, y'all know the U.S. government books is outdated, so it don't have everything in it. So like, you have to pay attention. One thing I am grateful for now is that we have the option for social media and Google. Like when we were in school, Google was a thing, but it wasn't a thing.
It wasn't
like
a
it is
thing.
now.
You
Like
only did it for papers.
papers, and you know you can only in
Facts.
Google you can get like an answer in like a millisecond. It used to take you. You had to search pages of stuff to find the correct answer that you was looking for when we had Google when it first came out. So like, I love that this is a thing and they can utilize it and educate yourselves.
Yeah.
Because before y'all make idiotic statements such as Obama did nothing, y'all should like. Do y'all read? Like I'm just really like I'm really just baffled. Like y'all niggas just really don't read.
And to change the lives of millions of African American people in 8 years is doggone near impossible.
And then there was people that I heard that had never voted ever.
Yeah.
And y'all can say what y'all want. I will be the first to say the main reason I voted for Obama is because he was black.
Yeah.
On top of all of the other policies and everything else that he stood for, and on top of the other candidate that he was running up against.
Yeah.
But my main reason
He was black.
was because he was a nigga.
I mean, at that point in history, you could really ask any black person, why are you voting for Obama? Because the nigga's black.
And I want to be able to live.
You can differentiate between black people once you get more black people up in here.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I'm gonna go.
That's
for
who I want to see
represents
someone
me.
who that part. And I 100% fully believe that he represented me when he went into the house.
He absolutely
because
did.
he was class. If you don't, he
Let
came
me
in there with so much.
Let me tell you something.
class.
Let me tell you
His
something.
wife came in there with so much class.
And even to this day, when he does interviews, he's still the
Poised
same
as
classy
much-
guy. You
Yo,
know what
as
I'm
much
saying?
as dirt that y'all have like put on my man's name, like, do y'all remember? I remember when he first went for his first term and he won. They was hanging up dolls with his face and lynching.
Yeah.
Like,
Lynch
this is
Moser.
America.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
And then y'all try to play my boy talking about he's a terrorist because his middle name is Hussein.
Like
Like you picked the name.
Like so
you
it's
sound
his fault?
like you sound dumb. Shut up.
Like he was
Sound
gonna
dumb.
go 40-some years later, somebody named
Saddam Hussein was gonna be like
Like fam. Y'all sound
y'all blow
ridiculous.
me like
Y'all sound
But shout out to to our allies, to our white allies who don't. I see more than I have before. I don't have many white friends. I got a couple, but shout out to our white and all our allies who rock with us and who really are there for us. Sometimes it's hard to differentiate, like especially with the Black Lives Matter movement in Omaha. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was real upset seeing more of them than us out there.
True.
Now, me personally, no, I was not. I'm not a. That's not my ministry to be protesting. Tell me how I can. Where can I send my money? Where can I send my money for the Black Lives Matter? So that was me.
Because if we want to keep it a stack, your money can talk just as loud as you can.
When all the people got arrested at the protest, I donated money so that there was money to get all the people out of jail when they were like. That's the stuff that I can do. I'm not one of those people who can be on the front line.
Yeah.
But I can play the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And I don't care what I say. Well, you just sharing the post. Social media has so much power.
Yeah.
You want to know how social media has that much power? Because we were able to bring justice to James Scurlock. Rest in power, Young King.
My guy.
Rest in power.
And let me tell you, and this is not to say that well, let me phrase it like this. We all need each other. And
not all white folks is bad.
They're
all
not.
talk
They're
that
not.
talk.
They're
Please
not.
It can come
stop
off
making.
as though.
We need to stop this division narrative that all white people are bad, all cops are bad.
Yeah.
That if you are this way or if you look like this, you must be this and that. No, that's
Because
not.
we don't know how it is to
And
be a
that's-
police
Yeah,
officer.
exactly.
It's very dangerous. We have people, you
Yeah.
know, whose husbands and wives,
Yeah.
and every day they're they
You know,
can't
No
sleep.
police officer.
They're
You know?
sleep
because they
Yeah.
can't sleep because they waiting for their spouses to get home. Like, I don't know how it is. Like, I've
And
never
that's
lived that life.
And that's why we get so offended when people try to associate the Black Lives Matter movement as a terrorist organization.
Because we're not. We just want our voices to be heard.
Right.
We just want. It's in the name. Black Lives Matter.
Lives Matter.
That's it. I don't want anything
and
else.
I don't see why that has been construed as only Black Lives Matter.
Because that's not what we're saying.
Because,
Not at all.
because with the Ku Klux Klan, when there's a group of people saying, you know, power to a certain people,
Mhm.
they believe that because that's their only example of a group doing that is.
Well, here's
somebody
the
that's
thing: when
going
you
around killing
the
folks.
Ku Klux Klan was more of a white power versus us strictly saying our lives matter.
Mhm.
They were literally proclaiming white power, meaning to take
They
leadership.
felt as though they felt
Superior.
They felt
Inferior.
because they thought that we were mixing bloods
Mhm.
and they were supposed to be pure and
Yeah.
they didn't want to continue to be they don't want to be the minority, so
Mhm.
let's get ahead of this thing and start killing these folks
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, that's the main difference between the two groups.
We
We
just
don't want to do that.
The Ku-
we don't. We're
the
not out
Ku
here
Klux-
killing people.
yeah. The
We're-
Ku Klux Klan has been known for murder, for lynching,
Mm-hmm.
for domestic terrorist threats and actions.
Yeah.
Even if you go back to the Black Panthers, the Black Panthers were always in.
Well, the Black Panther Party was originated to assist with our neighborhoods where we were not eligible to obtain financial
Giving out
assistance,
food.
food,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
WIC and things like that. That was something that we weren't eligible or weren't able to give. So they
Right.
formed their own parties to help their own community.
and to defend the neighborhood.
It wasn't until they made it, it didn't become negative until it's like,
And more drugs.
yeah, like it's like y'all take something that is so harmless
Mhm.
and that is just supposed to be for us,
Mhm.
and we're just simply saying that we want to be heard. We want to live. Like, that's
Mhm.
literally all Black Lives Matter is, a movement because we want to live.
Mhm.
We want to be able to walk down the street
Yeah.
with our hoods up with
And
a
not get
tea,
killed.
with tea and Skittles, and not get mistaken for a thug.
We still have not gotten over that.
I'm not. And
That's
and
still-
for me, that was my first
Yeah.
look
Yes.
at, or my
I
first.
remember watching the trial.
Yep.
That was my very first. I mean, because I know there was killings prior to that,
Mhm.
but that young man was my age or around my age.
Yeah, and that's the
Yeah,
first
we
time.
were like 19, 20 years old.
Yeah, and that's the first time that social media was used in that platform to actually broadcast what exactly was going on.
This is bananas.
When you start introducing the camera phone
Oh yeah.
into these situations, that's what makes things a lot more scary and a lot more realistic, because now you have to see exactly what's going. That's why the George Floyd incident was so
It was.
hard for us.
That and what's his name? The guy that got shot in the car with his baby in the back
Yeah.
seat. Like
Yeah.
that was
Yeah,
that.
because to hear this man beg for his mama, this grown man
Yeah.
crying for his dead mother,
8 minutes. You kneel on that man's back for 8 minutes.
and it circulated social media like wildfire.
And
to
we
the
can
point-
we can even just talk about locally.
Yeah.
Over last weekend, there was a black man
Mm-hmm.
who was shot and killed by an Omaha police officer.
Mm-hmm.
For
There
what?
surely was.
For what? He was for what?
And just like what was it a week later?
Not even a week, days later, a white man
shot up the time.
shot up a Sonic
Killed two
drive-through,
people. Killed two people.
killed two, injured two, because he robbed them previously and came back to kill those workers And he
And they took him peacefully.
peacefully, he
And
lived.
he's cheesing in his
mugshot. This is the point of Black Lives Matter, because he was armed and dangerous.
Yeah.
And he got to keep his life.
They said when they arrested him, they felt like he was no longer dangerous because he was unarmed at the time.
That's wild to me. And this is why
get that chance.
Yeah.
I haven't even talked about either of those situations, because I'm furious to know that I could be literally sitting in my car.
Yeah.
I could be listening to music, chilling, doing whatever, because I do that.
Yeah.
And my mom gets on my neck all the time. I literally sit outside my apartment in my car after coming home, because I just need to debrief. That is my moment to myself, and to know that I could be sitting in my car minding my business in front of my home, and a police officer can consider me a threat.
Yeah.
And my life can be taken like that.
Yeah.
But a white man, same age demographic, can shoot up a Sonic, kill 2 people, injure 2 other people,
and he's alive.
To tell his story, to stand trial for whatever. So whatever that black man that you felt he was doing wrong doesn't even get a chance to defend himself.
No.
And where's the camera footage? Why the hell do y'all not have y'all cameras on y'all vest? Wasn't it ain't that why I'm paying my tax dollars?
So now what they're saying, they can't release that information until it's reviewed first.
But they get to go home today. These police officers get to go home to their families paid. Why is my tax dollars paying for a murderer? I don't care what it is. Y'all should be sitting at home without. Because if I do something at work that gets me in trouble and I get suspended, I don't get paid.
You don't get paid.
I'm on leave without pay until they make their decision. But you get to still go home and provide for your family. And that young man doesn't get to go home to his family. That's my problem. That is why there's Black Lives Matter.
This is why we're voicing how we feel, because and one other thing that needs to be pointed out is that we are our great grandparents' product, like on 10. Okay, our grandparents fought, our parents fought, our great grandparents fought. Now that we have the mantle, and now that we have the baton, we're tired. Yeah.
This has been going on for generation after generation.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's been going on for generations. We're tired. Yeah.
It is. Like I've never my first it wasn't even me personally, but my family's first encounter with the law. A lot of you may not know, my cousin was arrested unjustly. Something he didn't even do. Spent years in jail for something that he did not do, he did not commit. Because and it was just the lying portion of it. Like the how the law even works and how the judicial but prior to that moment, I was always taught you trust the police. They're here to help you. They're here to protect you. They're here to serve you. It's innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
That's what I was taught. That's what I was raised on. I never had a fear of police officers. I never had a fear of being pulled over. I've been pulled over several times. I'll say prior to my cousin's situation, I have been pulled over 3-4 times. I never had a fear of not being able to drive off from being pulled over until after I seen how the judicial system truly works, and my mind is blown that these are the people that we are electing into offices. And you have to also remember now, it's also our judges that you are electing into office. It's not just the senators and the councilmen. You got to think of people that we're electing into our offices to try our cases. And that's the most frustrating thing for me.
Who's over your sheriff's department?
Who's over your sheriff's department? Because that's, because they're the head.
Yeah. And even to go to the president of the United States, the president appoints the U.S. Supreme Court justices, which handles the law of the land, which handles national laws. So if he puts people in there that thinks the same way that he does, it can change our lives on a local level. You understand? This is why I want to shout out my cousin Precious McKesson, why she forced and she drove it into our heads that our vote, because we thought
and I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people who just felt like it doesn't matter what I think. It's the state as a whole, because we have always been a red state. It don't matter what our votes say, they gonna put in office. That was my ignorant mind, especially after Hillary lost, because
We were like, what?
Well, you get to a point where you're frustrated.
it's frustrating.
And you just feel like your voice does not matter. But this election has kind of proven that fact to be incorrect, because Omaha,
y'all showed out.
Y'all showed out.
District 2.
District 2,
Y'all showed out.
y'all showed out because
Very proud.
because out of the whole state, District 2 gave Biden an extra electoral vote.
I'm not gonna lie. I have never been more proud to be from Omaha than
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
at that
fire.
moment.
It was
At
fine.
that moment, like I don't hate Omaha, but I've never been more proud to be a product of Omaha than I
But
was.
you get to a point where you're frustrated and you just feel like your voice does not matter. When
Hadn't been
in
any
all
other-
actuality, it does.
I think if it had been any other white man, like any other white man that's probably that was in politics, it would have been usual for them to get into office. But the white man they put in there,
And like, you know what, like we don't.
Yeah.
And what do we know about Trump? Like, we know, from what I know about Trump, he's rich.
Yeah, that's what I knew.
And he had a show that he fired people. When I think about Trump, I think of Omarosa. Like that's my correlation, because that's all I know about him. And then when he was running for president, I was like, in my mind, I was like,
It's like how you think of Kanye West running. For
yeah, like I was like, y'all letting a celebrity run for president? Like, since when did that? Like, I was always taught that, and
you had to be a politician.
you had to be in some form of politics. You had to be a governor, a council, something.
Which shows that if you have enough money, you can do anything.
Money, you can do anything. However, the U.S. has spoken, and they sick of you, nigga. You gotta go.
Right, and he's trying to hold on.
There's nothing else.
He's trying
There's nothing
to
else to hold on
with
to.
everything.
They've already
yeah.
recounted. They recounted with Georgia, and they recounted somewhere else.
I've been following this. They have recounted Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Trump has filed lawsuits in all of those states, and they keep getting rejected. Because he is trying to push this narrative.
He is a sore loser.
That there is voter fraud, and the judges keep tossing them out, and his secretary keeps getting on national TV talking about we have files of evidence. We even went as far as to pull out a big old file that had blank papers in it. She wouldn't let the media see what was actually in the file, but it was just a tall.
That's because of it's media. He's looking at it. That's why he's baffled that he didn't win, because there's certain people that report to him that fed him. This is what was going to happen.
First of all,
had a guarantee.
sir, you got up on any platform that they gave you a microphone and a camera and
showed
talked
your
like,
tail.
oh my, you showed your entire behind, and I can't. Like every time you opened your mouth, it was like literal vomit, diarrhea coming out of your mouth.
And I really think that the people that he thought was going to vote for him, they might have portrayed they were going to vote for him, but when it came time, they got to a little cubicle.
Boy, you brought your tail down. I just couldn't believe it. Like I never watched one debate. I never watched anytime he addressed the.
I thought it was.
Anytime he addressed I never watched it because I just couldn't do it.
The craziest thing he's done is when he tried to be sarcastic in the middle of a pandemic when everybody is freaking out and panicking. He wants to be sarcastic and say, well, maybe we should ingest cleaner. Maybe we should inject ourselves with bleach. And people was really doing it.
That's why he lost.
And people were really doing it.
Pandemic,
honestly,
with white folks, because I feel like when it doesn't affect them any, then they feel like it's not a problem. So now that you got into their homes and their territory.
Yeah,
here's the thing. This was the first time that white people have got to see how black people have been living for years. So now you got to accept government assistance because you done lost your job because your company didn't shut down. So now you are receiving government assistance, receiving unemployment, something that you downplayed. When in reality, that's my money. Unemployment belongs to me because I worked all those years for that money. That's what it's there for. But y'all make it seem like unemployment is such this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, like you're so above it and we're beneath you.
Mm-hmm.
I thank God that I did not have to. That I was able to maintain
Thank you, Jesus.
financial stability.
Only by the grace of
To
God.
have Jesus this whole way, I couldn't imagine.
So this is video, right?
Coke? What do you want? That's it?
Can I have the Caniac
Oh my
sandwich?
gosh, what the heck? Are you serious? Like, I can't believe. What the heck? How did your mom, does your mom even know that you are playing games, that you're in the neighborhood?
I was playing hide and seek with my friends. I'm sorry.
Now, this girl,
To light it up.
yeah, something to lighten it up.
Something to lighten our moods, and hopefully it makes you laugh, because I literally he for like 20 minutes.
First of all, white people do the craziest thing.
The dumbest stuff.
Why are you? First of all, there's so many questions. Why are you playing hide and seek?
First of all, because you look like you're grown.
You look like you're at least 23, playing hide and seek in the
Because at a
dark?
certain age, it's no longer hide and go seek. I ain't gonna say what it's normally called, but y'all know what I mean.
Playing house.
No,
Hide
hide and go get it.
'Cause
Y'all know what that is. You know what hide and go get
You
it
didn't
is?
play with me.
I didn't play with you. No, I didn't. But I found out what hiding.
You don't know what it was?
I found out what it was at a early age.
Oh yeah, me too.
Didn't know the name of it.
Oh,
You know.
Yeah. Time out. Playing hide and go seek at my cousin Tremaine's house, or well, play cousin.
we never called
But,
it hide and go seek. It was always. And
What?
story. I came home. I was outside. My aunt Michelle used to go to her house every weekend, and because her best friend had like 5 kids, and so it was always just a bunch of kids, and I was the only
Tell me.
child. And I came home. She's like, "What you do this week?" I said, "We play hide and go get it." My mama flipped out, and I'm thinking, my mom like, "This is normal. Like all kids play this." She's like, "That is not. You're not supposed to play that." I'm like, "I don't understand.
Yeah.
What am I? What was wrong?"
Because man, let me tell you something.
In the dark? Oh, you was
Let me
lit.
tell you
If you
something.
didn't play hide and go get it
Let me
as
tell
a
you
kid, your childhood was trash.
Let me tell you
This
something.
new generation would never understand how to do it. Sit on their phones
Let me tell you
and
something.
sex.
Cause I ain't
Cause-
letting these
cause-
kids ain't doing nothing about no hide and go.
Let me
seek.
tell you
Open that
something.
door.
You look too old to be playing hide and go seek. When I seen the video, that was my first thought. I was like, "Ain't you like 50?"
And then she goes and hides in her neighbor's car.
So it took me a second. I had to watch it twice.
So
So here's what
Oh,
here's
you-
what happened.
I haven't watched it.
Girl.
She's playing hide and go seek at like 25
And she went to
outside
the car,
and went and hid in her neighbor's car
And they drove
pulled
off.
and they pulled off. Now
Do
she
you understand if somebody?
now the lady is driving the car and the girl pops up out the back. Talking about, where are we going?
Do you
No, that's not what
understand?
happened. They went to Chick-fil-A and they were ordering, and then she sits up and tells them what she wants, and then they order it.
Then they ordered.
First of all, she would have died. Sis would have died because if
Because
you
I would have
scared her,
turned around and chopped her in her throat so fast.
Yo, I
I was
promise you.
screaming.
They're like,
as
"Don't
I'm
you-"
doing it.
Yo,
Are you kidding me?
here's the thing. Most of us black people don't really play that being scared stuff
No.
anyway. Like
We don't play that.
like practical jokes. We really don't play that anyway.
like that's not funny to us.
But you hid in my car and then popped up talking about, can I get you can get a okay.
You can get out.
You can get
I
a
would have been going to jail. Y'all would have been prepping me for jail.
Because
I'd have killed her.
there's no way.
I'd have killed her. And when the officer asked me why I killed her, I would have told them they wouldn't even. I'm only going to jail because they wouldn't have believed my story.
This girl was literally in my car.
in the
I'm like, check her phone. She was making a TikTok. Check her phone.
in the back seat.
Like, do y'all know?
And they bought her some food.
And bought her. Oh, I'd have killed her.
Like, yo, why do y'all do stuff like this?
This is like this dumb is just silly.
Just silly.
Goofies.
Do the dumbest stuff, and then wonder why they the first ones to get ate up and
Well,
and
first one, we're
killed.
the first ones to die in every movie.
Not anymore. They didn't change that.
First of all, we don't even don't listen. I am the polite person in the movie that's shooting first, asking questions later.
That's the point, right? Mm-mm.
I never understood how we kept dying in the beginning of movies.
Because they kept
Like
having
Brandy,
us.
how did you?
They kept having us do the
Or they'll have a
investigation.
comedy in a
Yeah,
situation
like no.
Yeah.
I'm not here to make your situation
You
like.
know who was an OG and made it to the end? LL Cool J and D Blue C.
Didn't he though?
Real nigga
Oh, he made it.
status.
He made it to the end with all that,
Real
fighting
nigga
shark.
status.
Like, yo, we don't really
I
do
was
shit
nervous
no
though
way.
when I seen that
Yeah,
bald
I
head
watched
that
it.
couldn't swim up again. I said, man, he gonna drown in that water.
I don't watch
You know who's?
You ain't watched Deep Blue Sea before?
Wait, hold on. You didn't watch Deep
I
Blue
didn't
Sea?
watch Jaws. I didn't watch.
You didn't watch Jaws?
No.
Oh,
Girl, Shark Week is lit at my house.
Lord,
I don't
actually,
even do Jurassic Park. None of that stuff.
Oh,
Jurassic Park was fire.
You've never seen Jurassic Park?
Hey, it hurts my heart every time.
I refuse.
You are
I
missing
refuse. I have
out.
nightmares.
You're missing out.
First of all, how you know dinosaurs
I'm
aren't
so
real?
serious. Oh well, they look.
They're extinct.
Real
They're-
to me.
I'm sorry, they're real. They're extinct. You know,
They look real to me.
Ashley, you're missing out, fam.
Creatures.
It hurts my heart every
Alien
time.
Yo,
movies,
like-
I don't do none of that stuff.
so you didn't like Men in Black?
No. I
Hurts
didn't
my
watch
heart.
I gotta pack up my stuff.
Hurts
and
my
go.
heart. It does.
Men in Black is
It
like
broke my heart.
That is like one of Will Smith's greatest movies.
And now you're back from outer space. Frank!
Sorry.
that.
Yo.
I'm going home to watch that.
You're like, fam,
Like before you go to bed?
you're breaking my heart.
Yes, I love Men in Black.
Now,
1, 2, and 3.
now the movie that neither one of y'all like that is my personal favorite, Anaconda.
Oh.
No.
Anaconda was.
And I've watched both.
Fire
I
movie.
watched the original one and I watched the one with Snoop Dogg. I mean, not Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube. And I just.
Because Ice Cube and Jennifer Lopez, man. Time out. Did you see Jennifer Lopez butt naked on her
I did.
Instagram picture?
I did. Like, she's having. I think she's going through a midlife crisis.
I was just like,
She's starting to feel irrelevant right now, so she's doing like the most, like that picture with the baby hairs and the pigtails. Girl, baby hairs are supposed to be baby. You got full blown teenagers on your face.
I was sitting there like, yo, she is
Those
naked,
are teenage hairs. Those aren't baby hairs.
But yeah, Anaconda was a fire.
Anaconda
movie.
was good.
And Ice Cube made it at the end.
He did.
He did.
I'm not watching that.
I just can't believe you don't like Men in Black.
Jurassic Park, like.
You know,
Did you watch Twister?
Independence Day? I didn't watch. No, I can do that.
Whoa.
You didn't like Independence
You
Day?
didn't like Independence Day? Was there even any creatures in that one?
Yeah, they found
it's
the
aliens.
alien. Are you just anti Will Smith? Like, just tell me if you like Will Smith. Just say that.
I don't do creatures. Like I can barely do. What's that movie that he did? I Am Legend. I can barely. Do
Whoa.
that. I can barely do that.
Hey, listen, but we gonna cut this out.
Quit breaking
No,
my
no.
heart.
So hold on.
I don't do that kind of stuff.
Did you watch like Coneheads and
Yes, I can watch Coneheads.
how can
This
you
is
watch
the
Coneheads but you
aliens.
don't like how? It's the same thing. It
Is it
is.
because it was a comedy?
Yeah, but in the
Fam.
aliens don't look as alien-y. I can't do that.
Oh, man.
You're breaking my heart,
Like
fam.
the dramatics of the features.
Did you
and
watch
everything.
Our Real Monsters?
You mean like the cartoon?
Yeah.
Ah, Real
Yeah, I
Monsters.
can do the cartoon.
Not
What
the
is
mama.
That's
Not the mama.
That's dinosaurs. Yes, I can watch that. It's not as graphic.
You know,
I can't do
Ashley,
graphic
I'm
stuff.
just learning so much.
Did you watch
about-
Dinosaur?
What do you mean?
The Disney one. The Disney one where they
Yeah,
did.
it's not as graphic. It's a cartoon.
It's the same thing as Jurassic Park.
No, that
Yes,
thing
it
looked
is.
like a real life
This
T-Rex
kid,
So you
coming
know-
over your screen.
So
Oh,
you
this
didn't watch You watched Land Before Time?
yes, but
They're
that- it's
freaking
a-
dinosaurs.
It's a
First of all.
cartoon.
First of all.
Petrie.
First
It's
of
a
all,
cartoon.
Land Before
I
Time is
love
a classic.
Land Before Time is a classic.
I watched it with Lyric and she actually
And-
sat down and watched it.
Y'all, I still cry.
And Rye Pie is definitely Sarah.
Oh.
No, lyric. used to
No,
look like
lyric. No,
Sarah.
Rye
You
Pie
remember
is
what
definitely
Lyric
Sarah.
Used to look like she used to literally look like Sarah in the face.
Petrie. Oh, little. Oh, I got so
Yes.
sad. I want to watch that too.
Oh.
Like the part where he sees the shadow, that gets me every time.
You
Listen, when this nigga lost his mama, you talking
you
about
are
a real
really
nigga crying?
like a
And
kid.
he thought he seen his mom.
You were like really a
I was
kid.
like,
You talking about a real nigga crying?
God.
You
No,
want to see real
I'm
nigga
just talking
tears?
about your wife is like really a
Because
child at
he-
heart
Hold on.
still.
Because you have to understand, like, yes, the mom died.
Yeah.
We can get over that part of it. But then you gonna come back and make it seem like he's seeing his mom again and then realize
Y'all
it's
niggas
his
was sitting here
shadow.
boohooing.
Hey, real nigga tears.
I cried.
Grown man tears.
I didn't cry off of Land Before Time.
Okay? Just like when doggone
know I
Simba
will.
lost his daddy. That was real nigga tears.
We gotta go home.
This nigga's bam.
I
Oh,
can't even lie to y'all.
yo, we gotta go home. I was like,
wanna know
yo.
something? I fast forward through that part.
I was like, yo.
As an adult, I don't watch
Mufasa,
it.
wake up, man. Please, just get up,
First
bro.
of all, when he first initially falls, I don't watch that whole scene. I don't watch it. I fast forward to the part where he's laying down and he's about to meet Timon and Pumbaa. I do not watch any of that. Like I don't.
Yo,
I can't.
fam.
I'll lose it.
I still get teared. I still get teared.
I can't.
I still get teared.
That and then at the end when he going up thing is like
Don't they just you just fill up right there and be like, my nigga boy. Whew. Yo, that when Will Smith talking about his daddy,
Oh man.
that still hits heavy. This nigga
Yeah.
said,
How come you don't want
how come
me,
you don't
man?
want me, man? I'm like,
It
yo,
was the shoulders for me. It was the shoulders.
yo. I'm like, yo,
Oh, man.
Will, boy. Let me tell you something.
That was some good acting, Will.
Will,
Shout
yeah.
out to Will Smith.
Yeah,
that
but-
when he did Pursuit of Happiness.
boy, that clap was vicious, wasn't it?
Love that movie. Do y'all know?
Boy.
You know what movie was? Okay, total off subject, but you know what movie of his that I hated?
What?
7 Pounds.
I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan of that either.
You know what? I've watched that movie multiple times and I still don't get the concept.
It was weird.
I went to the movie theater to see, and I was literally leaned up in the chair. It was my freshman year of college, and I was like, I don't get it.
Yeah, it was weird, wasn't it?
Like, you killed yourself a jellyfish? Like, I'm really lost. But I understood, like, because I had to go and, like, look it up. Or at the time, that's what they were projecting, that if you kill yourself, you stick yourself in the body with a jellyfish in a bathtub, it won't kill your internal organs. You still wanted to be an organ donor. So I understood the 7, or, like, you know. But, like, it was just really dumb.
It was definitely
I
off.
understand.
I
That
really
was
didn't
my
get it.
least favorite Will Smith movie.
It has to be because
My
I
le-
literally have it on my list now to watch because I don't remember. I remember watching it, but I would never have been interested in it enough to understand the concept of the movie.
I'll tell you this. My least favorite Will Smith movie was Ali. I really couldn't get into it. Plus,
That's like saying you don't like Ray.
first of all, Ray was a fire movie. But Ali
Hey,
was... Ray was...
hey,
I can't do Ray. I love
Hey.
it. I have to skip past the part where
when
when
his
he
brother
first
dies,
when he first go blind
And he's sitting there crying.
at his mama's feet. Don't you ever let nobody make you no cripple. And then the part where his brother drowning in that pail.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and then when he's like in the room and he fills the water. Oh, jeez. That's why Jamie got an Oscar for that
Yeah.
movie, because he deserved every bit of it. He
That
played
was...
the heck out of that role.
That was...
Oh man,
Jamie can act. Okay?
Jamie can... And
He
can't
is
nobody tell him otherwise.
he is the definitely triple threat. He's a comedian. He can act and he can sing.
You know who else can act? Angela Bassett. And they don't give her respect
Excuse me.
at all.
If y'all don't give my auntie an Academy Award,
because she don't play. She do not
Fam.
play.
first of all,
Fam.
how did y'all not give her an Oscar for Black Panther?
Because, fam...
Let's not even go. Let's rewind it.
She did. What's love got to do with it? How you didn't get one for that?
You know what? Because that's considered black cinema, and that wasn't really a mainstream movie.
I tell you what,
But she deserved one.
Lord, Lawrence Fishburne deserved one for that too.
Oh yeah, Larry
Oh, because
Fishburne.
he played.
Didn't he play Ike?
That made me not like him for a long time. And Lawrence Fishburne is one of my favorite actors until he started doing The Matrix and he started looking real weird.
Can I say this? There are some actors that play their role so good to where if I see him in the street now, I probably deck him.
I'm trying to think who else
Clifton Powell. If I ever see Clifton Powell, if I ever see him in the
he
street,
scares me.
I might hit him. I'm not gonna hold
He
you.
scarred me ever since. Like I loved him in Dead Presidents, but he scarred me after For Color Girls.
To watch tomorrow.
Not For Color Girls.
So y'all want to talk about me? Jerron has not seen Dead Presidents.
I haven't seen Dead Presidents.
With Lorenz Tate,
I haven't seen it.
like ever in your life.
No,
Like he's never seen it.
I've never seen it.
I'm really disappointed in you.
I'm sorry.
Thank God for Hulu for putting it on Hulu because now we're about to watch it tomorrow.
You've never seen Dead Presidents?
No.
You've
What
seen
was-
Menace to Society, right?
Yes.
He had to have
Yeah.
because I had the movie.
Well, yeah, I've
and
seen
I
Menace.
watched it. When
Yeah,
that
I've
was
seen
cable,
Menace.
That was one of the
Yeah,
movies
I
we
mean, I watched that. You know,
Really
that was
dis-
mom's favorite
I'm really
movie.
disappointed in you today.
I
You've
but
seen Why Do Fools Fall in Love?
yeah, Well, of course I haven't seen
It's
that.
singing movies. He's singing.
No,
singing
mom,
movies.
no, mom made
That's what I'm saying.
that
Singing
one.
movies.
Color Purple. Doggone.
I know you've seen The Temptations. I know you've seen The Five Heartbeats.
Yes.
We had to watch Sugar Hill because he didn't remember Sugar Hill.
Okay, I got
I seen bits and pieces of it, but I didn't watch the whole thing.
So for his benefit, he mixed them with what's the other one that
New Jack City.
yes. So he mixed those together.
Yeah.
You've seen New Jack City
Yes.
in its entirety.
Yes, I haven't seen
Alright.
New Jack City in its entirety.
Okay, because I was finna get real concerned.
What? Don't get concerned.
Yeah.
Well, I'm already
You
concerned that
remember-
you've never
you
seen
remember
Dead
when they came up
Presidents.
with that list of all the black movies that you're supposed to
Oh,
see?
y'all went through it?
And he went through it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
now I am a movie person
So am
in
I.
general.
So
So
am
I watch the white movies, girly movies, black.
What's the other?
movies,
What's the
like-
other one?
And there were certain movies like I wouldn't feel okay if I'm married to you and you had not seen these movies and I didn't
Dead
show it to you.
Presidents? Like,
I haven't seen Dead Presidents.
Just know.
Have you seen Crooklyn?
Yes.
All the Spike Lee joints?
I haven't seen Do the Right Thing.
Crooklyn is.
Crooklyn is okay.
I have a story about Crooklyn, but we can't tell it on camera for sure because I can't trust that you won't edit it out. And my friends, my close circle, they know about this Crooklyn story. I'll tell y'all later.
Thank y'all for watching.
Thanks,
Because
guys.
we're an
We
hour
got
and 30
completely
long
off.
review.
It's been fun.
But-
We just got a chance. This was a really a laid back episode. I guess it was Thanksgiving. We got to eat a little bit on camera.
So, but thank y'all for watching. Please like and share. We're gonna try to make sure that the
Like I did last time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I did
please
last time.
watch.
Yes.
Please watch. And we love, I appreciate y'all for watching, and I appreciate y'all for watching this entirety. Could y'all please share?
Yeah.
The more y'all share, the more we can get out there.
Exactly.
And comment.
Comment, give us some
please.
topics. What y'all
Yep.
want to hear?
Let us
Because we've been
know.
on this presidential kick for the last month. Because
Yeah.
I feel like that's the most recent.
Yep.
Just stay off the nails. You don't need to.
Just leave my nails alone.
Just
Leave my nails alone, and I'll leave you alone. And that's okay.
But again, thank y'all so much for